in Heathcliff was thick, right from the start. Wuthering Heights was not always the place you see today. That blackened prison on a bleak hill, where wind blows so hard the trees grow at a slant. On a sunny day, light spilled over the white stone floor and a huge glowing fireplace. There were rows of shining pewter dishes and silver jugs and tankards, and they towered as high as the roof. And after rain, I remember this, there was always the sweet sound of the beck flowing in the valley. It was a fine summer morning. We were eating our porridge in the kitchen when old Mr. Earnshaw came down, dressed for a journey.
Father?
Where are you going?
Have affairs in Liverpool. Joseph, you'll look after the harvest while I'm gone.
Aye, sir.
Now then, Hindley, what shall I bring you?
A horse. A chestnut.
It's 60 miles there and back. Choose what you like, but let it be small.
A fiddle.
Very well, I'll fetch you a fiddle. What about you, Cathy? A doll?
No.
Well, what then?
A whip.
What does a little girl want with a whip?
I can ride any horse in the stable. Can't I, Nelly?
She can, sir.
I want a whip.
Oh.
Oh, it seemed a long time. The 3 days of Mr. Earnshaw's absence.
Is he back yet? Will he be back before tea?
Give over, Cathy.
And often did little Cathy ask when he would be
Will he be
home.
back if I stand
At
by
last
the
she got
door?
tired of running to the gate to look, and it grew dark. The old servant, Joseph, took out his Bible.
So he that goeth down to the grave.
At about 11 o'clock, the door latch was raised.
Father!
Oh, don't crowd me. I'm dead on my feet.
Did you get me fiddle?
Oh, something better than a fiddle. Look what I've got. You must take it as a gift of God, even though it's dark as the devil.
Beneath his coat, he was hiding a ragged, black-haired child, big enough to walk and talk. Indeed, its face looked older than Cathy's. Yet, when the old master set it on its feet, it only stared and repeated some gibberish that no one could understand.
Hannah Barton.
It's all right.
Hannah Barton. What is it saying?
It's a gypsy. He's not saying nothing.
I found it on the street. I couldn't leave it. It was the Christian thing to do.
You don't need more mouths to feed and fend for. These two are enough trouble as it is.
Oh. Say hello, Hindley.
I won't.
Say hello, Cathy.
Hello.
It likes you. Shame on you, Cathy Earnshaw. Lassies, don't spit. Wash it, Nelly. Give it a good clean.
Yes, sir.
You can sleep with Hindley.
But Hindley would not have it in bed with him. He wouldn't even have it in the room.
Stay out, brat! I don't want you. Get back on the street where he found you.
I put it on top of the stairs and hoped it might be gone in the morning.
What's wrong with you? Are you scared? Do you understand? Are you cold? Listen. Number two, some wear a boot, but I wear a shoe. Oh, you like that, do you? Come on, you can share with me.
He was christened
With a
Heathcliff,
Cadillac or Jack
after a son of Earnshaws that had died. And from then on, it was always the same.
Where are you? Come on!
It was always Heathcliff following Cathy.
That's a pigeon feather. Say it. Pigeon. That's it. Pigeon. You can have it if you like. That's a lapwing. Lapwing. You can have that one and all. Look at your hand. Look at mine. See? Yours is all dark and mine is all white, but on the other side, they're both the same. Oh, don't tickle me! Lapwing! Stop!
As time passed, Hindley learnt to regard Heathcliff as a usurper both of his father's love and his privileges.
Now then, bonny lads, I have 2 new horses. Choose which one you'd like.
The chestnut, Father.
Heathcliff?
The chestnut.
Heathcliff, you shall have the chestnut. Hindley, you can have the other.
I don't want the other.
How many times do I have to say it? We must show charity.
So Heathcliff took the chestnut, but it soon fell lame. He went straight back to Hindley.
I want yours.
You can't have mine.
Show your father what you did to my arm.
You gypsy!
Go on, hit me. I don't care.
Down Heathcliff fell, but staggered up immediately, breathless and white.
Again.
You dog!
Again.
I hate you! I hate you! I hate you!
Hindley, get off.
Take my horse. I hope he breaks your neck.
In the course of time, Mr. Earnshaw's health began to fail, and he grew irritable.
Can no one speak? How did he get these bruises? Heathcliff? Hindley? Cathy? Nelly Dean, what about you?
I saw nothing, sir. My back was turned.
You should flog 'em all. They're all as wicked.
There are going to be some changes from now on. Hindley, I'm sending you to college.
I don't want to go. I want to stay here.
You're good for nothing here. And Cathy, go say thy prayers and ask God's pardon.
Good night, Father.
I rue the day I ever reared you. Good lad, Heathcliff.
Bye, Hindley. Bye.
I hope we might have peace at last.
Heathcliff, come on. Race you to the stream.
Now that Hindley was away,
Come
Heathcliff and Cathy were always together.
on. Run. Come on.
It was their chief pleasure to run away to the moor in the morning
Oh, it's such a slow
and remain there all day.
Number 5, number 5.
A wild slip she was, full of life. She was never so happy as when we were scolding her,
Shame on you! Think on your soul!
but she was much too fond of Heathcliff. The greatest punishment we could invent for her was to keep her separate from him.
Not until you say your prayers.
I don't want to say my prayers. I want to see Heathcliff. Nelly! Let me in!
Oh, wicked! Wicked! May the Lord deliver us from evil. You'll never mend your ill ways, but go straight to the devil.
It was 3 years later, when the hour came at last, that ended Mr. Earnshaw's life. I was busy at my knitting by the fireside, and Joseph was reading the Bible.
For if they fall, one will lift up the other.
Miss Cathy leant against her father's knee, and Heathcliff lay on the floor, with his head in her lap.
Why canst thou not always be a good lass, Cathy?
Why can't you always be a good man, Father? Shall I sing?
Aye.
It was one summer morning, as I rambled o'er yon moss. I had no thought of listing, till a soldier did me cross. Father?
Don't wake him.
Father!
Joseph sent me to fetch the parson, and it was midnight by the time I went up to the children. Their door was open, but they'd not gone to sleep.
Silver? No. Blue? No. What colour? Green. Green. Oh, green. Oh, do you know heaven's green? I just do. And they're singing too. Like this. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's it. Ooh. I don't want to go if you're not there. You won't. Don't go close. Come on.
Mr. Hindley came home for the funeral, and a thing that amazed us. He brought with him a wife.
You must be Cathy. I've always wanted a sister. If someone put a comb through your hair, you'd be so pretty. I don't like funerals. They make me sad. We are going to be such
Nelly,
friends. I'll make
Joseph,
you so pretty.
now that I'm master, there are going to be some changes at Wuthering Heights. You servants will move to the back kitchen. I don't want you sitting here gawping and chattering with me and my wife. And you.
What?
You'll call me sir for a start. You'll work outdoors like a farm lad, do you hear? My father was too soft with you. Get out!
At first, Heathcliff bore his degradation well, because Cathy taught him what she learned and played with him in the fields. The curate might set as many chapters as he pleased for her to learn, and Hindley might thrash Heathcliff till his arm ached. They forgot everything the moment they were together.
Come on, Heathcliff! Follow me!
Shame on you! Sit down! Sit down and think of your souls!
They promised to grow up as rude as savages.
Do you believe in ghosts? Do you? Yes, me too. Come and get me! Come on! Woo! Woo! Woo!
Where have you two been?
Out.
It's Sunday.
Father let us play on Sunday.
Father's dead. I'm the master.
Hindley. I don't see you two praying. I just see you kissing.
Heathcliff, you dog. You won't sit with us anymore. You won't eat with us. You'll sleep in the stable, is that clear? You are not part of this family.
Hindley, give over!
You two will not play together anymore.
You must take it as a gift of God, even though it's dark as the devil.
You two will not play together anymore.
Come on, Heathcliff! Follow me!
Now that Earnshaw was dead, his son Hindley kept Cathy and Heathcliff apart. It was too much for Cathy. Hours she spent crying. One dark night I heard her sneak outside.
Heathcliff! Race you down to the Grange! Come on!
Thrushcross Grange was a country house 4 miles down in the valley, and home to the Linton family. Cathy and Heathcliff ran from the top of the heights without stopping. By this time, Cathy was barefoot, having lost both shoes.
Go closer. Come on. Get right up at the window.
What they saw amazed them. A beautiful room furnished in crimson. A shower of glass drops hanging from the ceiling. Old Mr. and Mrs. Linton were not there, and the children, Edgar and Isabella, had the place entirely to themselves. And what were they doing? Fighting over a silly puppy. Heathcliff and Cathy laughed and laughed.
Pretend to be ghosts.
Someone out there?
Quick, Heathcliff! Run! They've let the bulldogs loose! Ah! Ellie! The dog's got my leg! Ellie! No one help me! Just run! I'm staying here with you!
Heathcliff took a stone and thrust it between the dog's jaws, but it would not let go.
Keep rascal!
The dog's got a little girl!
There's a lad and all!
Trap him! He looks a right out and outer!
All this I learnt from Heathcliff when he came home that night alone.
So where is she now?
They have her. They carried her inside the Grange.
Did you follow?
Of course I followed.
And?
They called me names, said I would hang.
What about Miss Cathy?
Edgar recognised her, tried to stay, but they threw me out. So I went to the back window and waited.
What did you see, Heathcliff?
They took off her dirty cloak, they washed her feet, they combed her hair, and fetched her slippers, carried her to the fire. She's better than everybody, isn't she, Nelly? She's better than everybody on earth.
Well, you'll catch it now.
I don't care. I don't care about anything without Cathy.
She stayed at Thrushcross Grange 5 weeks, till Christmas Eve. When she returned, she was no longer a wild, hatless little savage, rushing to squeeze us all breathless. Instead, there lighted from the pony a very dignified person with brown ringlets falling from beneath a feathered hat and a long coat she was obliged to hold up with both hands that she might sail in.
Why? Cathy, you're quite a beauty.
Hello, Hindley. Hello, Francis. Where's Heathcliff?
Nelly, help Miss Cathy off with her things.
Don't let the dogs jump. I'll get muddy.
Cathy, look at you.
I'm like a lady, aren't I, Nelly?
Oh, best not hug me, I'm covered in flour.
Where's Heathcliff?
Heathcliff, come and bid Miss Cathy welcome, like the other servants.
Heathcliff, you're so black and funny.
Shake hands, Heathcliff.
Nah, I didn't mean to laugh. It's because I'm used to Edgar and Isabella. They're coming tomorrow. You'll be all right if you wash. I'll be as dirty as I like. I want to be dirty. I am.
In the morning, Heathcliff carried his ill humour to the moors. He did not appear till the family had left for church.
Nelly,
Oh, hello, Heathcliff.
make me decent. I'm going to be good. Like Cathy.
Well, it's high time, Heathcliff. Right. Edgar Linton will look a doll beside you. Hands. You may be younger, but you're taller than Edgar and twice as broad across the shoulders. You could knock him down in a twinkling. Oh, you've got to stop looking like a young man who expects to be beaten and then hates the world for beating him. Right, let's tackle this hair. You know what I think? I think you're a prince in disguise. Your father was the Emperor of China, and your mother was an Indian queen. They could buy the Heights and the Grange with 1 week's wages. Imagine that, eh? They're here. Right. Show them how fine you are.
But as ill luck would have it, as Heathcliff opened the door on one side, Hindley opened it on the other.
What are you doing in the house? I told you to keep outside.
Sir, he'll be no trouble. And why shouldn't he have his share of food as well as we?
He'll have his share of my hand if I see him down here again. And what's he done with his hair?
At this point, Edgar Linton peeped round the doorway, smothered in cloak and furs.
Oh, it's like a colt's mane, that hair.
It was too much. Heathcliff seized the first thing he could find, a pan of hot apple sauce, and threw it.
What's happened? What's going on?
Edgar!
He burnt me! He burnt me!
You'll not stand for this, Hindley. You'll not stand for this. We're not safe in our home.
Come here, you! Come here!
I got the dishcloth and rather spitefully scrubbed Edgar's face. His sister began weeping. Francis paced the floor, while Cathy stood by, confounded and blushing for all.
Is he?
Yes, he's flogging him. Merry Christmas. Oh, give over, Isabella. Has anybody hurt you?
That brute of a lad has warmed me nicely. He shan't trouble us again. I've locked him in the garret.
There was dancing that night. And the house was so full of guests that no one noticed Cathy slip away. It was past midnight,
Miss Cathy.
and the guests were gone when I found her. The little monkey had crept along the roof and entered the garret through the skylight. When she came out, Heathcliff came with her, and she insisted that I took him to the kitchen.
I'm trying to settle how I shall pay Hindley back. When I'm thinking of revenge, I feel no pain at all.
As the year passed, Cathy continued to visit the Lintons. Frances grew big with child. Heathcliff continued to work in the fields. It was a fine morning in June, and we were busy with the hay, and Cathy came running.
Nelly! Nelly! A baby!
So soon?
Dr. Kenneth said Frances is ill. She's been in a consumption for months. I heard him tell Hindley.
Oh, quick. Let's get back to the Heights.
You ought to nurse it, Nelly.
Hindley told his wife it was just a cold. But a few weeks later, a fit of coughing took her. She put her 2 hands about his neck. Her face changed, and she was dead. The child, Hareton, was left wholly in my hands. Hindley neither wept nor prayed. He cursed, he drank, he fell in with the worst kind of company. The curate stopped calling, and no one decent came near. Edgar's visits to Cathy were the only exception. And since she felt no temptation to show her rough side in his company, she developed a kind of double character. By the age of 15, she was the queen of the countryside.
Where are you, Gypsy?
While Hindley's treatment of Heathcliff was enough to make a fiend of a saint.
Are you going somewhere?
It's raining.
Then why are you wearing that frock? Why's Nelly combing your hair?
You should be working in the field.
I'll stay with you. I'll do nothing.
You'll get another beating.
I don't care.
Keep still with you, Cathy.
Edgar Linton might call.
Again?
He might.
You spend more time with him than you do with me.
Why should I always be with you? You might be a baby for anything you say. And you should try washing once in a while.
You never said before that I talk too little, or that you dislike my company.
It is no company at all when people say nothing.
Miss Earnshaw?
Well, at least you have company now.
Heathcliff!
That night, I was rocking Hareton on my knee
Cake baker's
when Heathcliff came in.
Bake me a cake as fast as you can.
Is he still here?
Master Edgar left an hour ago.
He looked right pleased with himself.
Heathcliff, so I thought, walked through to the barn, but as I found out afterwards, he only got as far as the other side of the bench. There he threw himself down where no one could see.
Are you alone, Nelly?
Yes, miss?
Edgar asked me to marry him.
Did you accept?
Yes. Was I wrong?
Do you love him?
Of course.
Why?
Why? Because he's handsome, he's pleasant, he loves me,
And?
he's rich. I love the ground under his feet and the air over his head and everything he touches and everything he says. There.
Well, that settles it. Where's the obstacle?
Here. In my heart. Here in my head. In whichever place the soul lives. I know I'm wrong. I dreamt once that I went to heaven and the angels were so angry they flung me out into the middle of the heath on top of Wuthering Heights, where I woke sobbing for joy. I've no more business to marry Edgar Linton than I have to be in heaven. And if my brother had not brought Heathcliff so low, I shouldn't have even thought of it. It would degrade me to marry Heathcliff now. What was that?
I turned my head and saw Heathcliff rise from the bench and steal out.
I thought you said we were alone. Heathcliff! Was he there all that time?
I don't know why you're so worried. You and Heathcliff will be separated soon enough if you're marrying Edgar Linton.
Separated? Who can separate us? Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same, and Linton's is as different as a moonbeam from lightning. Nelly, I am Heathcliff. He's always, always in my mind. But did it never strike you that if Heathcliff and I married, we should be beggars? Whereas if I marry Edgar, I can help Heathcliff and place him out of my brother's power.
With Edgar's money, I think that's the worst motive you've given yet. Now where are you going?
To look for him.
Heathcliff! Heathcliff, come back!
Let me in.
You will never speak to her again.
You spend more time with him than you do with me.
Edgar asked me to marry him.
Now where are you going?
To look for him.
Let me in. Let me in. Come on.
Heathcliff had heard Cathy say she was going to marry Edgar Linton, that she could never marry Heathcliff because he was beneath her. That night, a storm raged.
Heathcliff! Come back! Heathcliff! Cathy, come inside! Heathcliff! Where are you?
But he had gone. Edgar Linton, as multitudes have been before and will be after him, was infatuated and believed himself the happiest man alive the day he married Cathy.
Only unto her, so long as ye both shall live.
I will.
Catherine Earnshaw, wilt thou have this man to thy wedded husband? Wilt thou love him, honour and keep him, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all other, keep thee only unto him, so long as ye both shall live? Catherine?
I will.
Against my inclination, I was urged to leave Wuthering Heights and move with Cathy to Thrushcross Grange. Hindley had fallen in with a rough crowd, drinking and gambling and losing money by the day.
Oh, we don't want women at Wuthering Heights. We no need of them.
No, on your way with it. On your way.
It was with a heavy heart that I said goodbye to Hareton. Now then, young man, remember your alphabet
I, Nelly.
and your numbers.
I.
And say your prayers at night.
I will.
And wash your hands.
Have you not done yet, woman?
Don't forget me, Hareton.
No.
Good lad. Hareton, I'll come back. To my agreeable disappointment, Cathy behaved herself as Edgar's wife infinitely better than I dared to expect.
Edgar, look at this.
What is it, love?
First crocuses. Look, aren't they beautiful?
Yes, they are.
She seemed almost over-fond of him, and even to Isabella she showed plenty of affection. Cathy had seasons of gloom and silence now and then, but Edgar put them down to an illness that had followed the night she stayed out in the rain. There had been times we thought we'd lose her. Edgar would do anything now not to cross her.
Cathy, aren't you cold? Sitting at the window?
I like it.
Here. Put this shawl around you.
Thank you.
No one has upset you?
Not at all.
What are you looking for? The heights?
You can't see the heights from here. I'm happy, Edgar.
They really were in possession of a deep and growing love. And then September came.
Are you warm?
I am, thank you.
Mum, a person wishes to see you.
Oh?
He's outside.
Oh, well, close the curtains, Nelly. I'll pour tea in a moment.
I hope it's not another of Hindley's creditors.
He's someone the mistress does not expect. He used to live at Wuthering Heights.
What, the gypsy? The ploughboy?
You must not call him by those names, master. She was heartbroken when he ran away. Besides, he looks a right gentleman now. I barely knew him.
Edgar! Edgar, darling! Heathcliff's back!
Well, no need to strangle me. He never struck me as such a marvellous creature.
I know you never liked him, yet for my sake you must be friends. I'll run down and fetch him.
Let Nelly fetch him. And Cathy, try to be glad without being absurd.
I found Heathcliff waiting outside.
Hello, Nelly.
He followed me without wasting words,
This way, Mr. Heathcliff.
and I ushered him into the presence of the mistress and master.
Heathcliff! Oh. There. Take hands. You must be friends. You will be friends.
Sir?
Sir?
Now that he was in the light of the candles, I was amazed to behold the transformation in Heathcliff. In the 3 years that had passed, he had grown into a tall, athletic, well-formed man. Beside him, Edgar Linton seemed slender and insubstantial.
Please, be seated.
Thank you.
I see your fortunes have changed, Mr. Heathcliff.
They have changed in every way, but one, Mr. Linton.
Oh, isn't this wonderful?
Mr. Heathcliff, you look so different.
Miss Linton.
You seem to have prospered, Mr. Heathcliff.
Where are you staying? Gimmerton?
Wuthering Heights.
You're reconciled with Hindley?
I have an attachment to the place. I'll pay good rent. He needs the money.
All this time, Cathy kept her gaze fixed on Heathcliff, as if she feared he would vanish.
I shall wake tomorrow and think this is a dream. And yet you don't deserve this welcome. To be absent 3 years and never think of me.
A little more than you had thought of me. I only recently heard you were married. I came back to see your face one last time. Then to settle my score with Hindley and turn a gun on myself. I've fought a bitter life since last I heard your voice.
Cathy, unless we are to have cold tea, please come and pour. Isabella and I are waiting.
The meal barely lasted 10 minutes. Cathy could neither eat nor drink. Edgar spilled more tea than he consumed, and Isabella barely took a mouthful.
I'll come and see you tomorrow.
And as Heathcliff walked into the dark, I had a presentiment in the bottom of my heart that despite Cathy's joy, it would have been better for everyone if he had forgotten. The following day, Mr. Edgar abjured his peevishness and ventured no objection to Cathy taking Isabella and myself to Wuthering Heights. She, in turn, rewarded the master with such a summer of sweetness as made the house a paradise.
And how is Hareton, Heathcliff?
I have not seen him.
I hope you are not still thinking of turning a gun on yourself.
I shall turn it on others instead.
Why did you not write?
There was not much pen and ink where I was.
And where was that? 3 years, and not a word.
I struggled only for you.
Were you a soldier while you were away?
Isabella, can't you go and ramble?
Ramble?
Or whatever it is that you do.
So, Do you love him?
He's a kind man.
Do you?
I do. You left without a word. You left and broke my heart. It almost killed me.
But I am back. And I shall never leave again.
We really should get home, ma'am. The master will be waiting.
At first, Heathcliff's visits to Thrushcross Grange were cautious. Then my master's uneasiness experienced a lull, and we became more used to Heathcliff's presence. And someone else had begun to notice him too.
Isabella, why aren't you eating?
I have a headache.
Then go to bed. Thank you, Nelly.
Yes, ma'am.
It's your harshness that makes me unhappy.
When have I been harsh? Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Yesterday.
I took you to visit Heathcliff again.
You told me to ramble again. You wished me away because you know I like to be there.
Nelly, is she sane?
I like his company. I like his talk. I like his appearance.
Oh, well, now I've heard it all.
You're a dog in the manger, Cathy. I love Heathcliff more than ever you loved Edgar, and he might love me too if only you would let him.
Have you any idea what kind of creature that man is? He's not a rough diamond, Isabella. He is fierce. He's pitiless. He'd crush you like a sparrow's egg. How else do you think he's got so rich? He couldn't love a Linton, though he's quite capable of marrying your fortune. I say all this and I'm his friend.
She's lying, Nelly. I know she's lying. Mr. Heathcliff has an honourable soul. How else could he stay true to her?
It was a bright, frosty afternoon. I was on the road from Gimmerton when Joseph stopped me.
Nelly, you heard how it is at our folks. Hindley almost got his finger cut off in a fight. And Heathcliff's turned into a rare one. Up at sundown, dice, brandy and closed shutters till the next day at noon. Oh, that lad Ayrton. He's a right little devil. Cussing and running wild.
I took the first opportunity to visit Wuthering Heights. A ragged, dirty boy was scratching at the earth with a stone.
Ayrton? It's Nelly. Remember me?
Go away.
I'm come to see your father. Here. Do you want a present?
No.
It's a nice orange, a right juicy one.
Give it me, damn you.
Who taught you to speak like that? The curate?
Damn the curate.
Your daddy?
Give me the orange.
Who?
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff teaches you to swear.
Aye, that father and all. I like him.
Here. The orange is yours. Tell your father Nelly Dean is here. Quick.
But instead of Hindley, Heathcliff appeared.
Nelly Dean, what are you up to?
I ran as hard as I could, feeling as scared as if I'd raised a goblin. The next day, Heathcliff was back at the Grange.
Heathcliff, there you are. I'm proud to show you someone that dotes on you more than myself. Nay, it's not Nelly. Don't look at her. It lies in your power to be Edgar's brother.
Cathy, don't.
No, Isabella, you shan't run off. We were quarrelling like cats about you, Heathcliff.
Mr. Heathcliff, kindly bid your friend release me. This is painful to me beyond expression.
Heathcliff, why don't you at least smile? Isabella swears the love Edgar has for me is nothing to that she entertains for you.
Heathcliff stared at Isabella, as one might do at a strange, repulsive animal. The poor thing grew white and red, and while tears beaded her eyes, she made use of her nails to loosen Cathy's grasp.
There's a tigress. Look, Heathcliff, you must watch those fingernails.
I'd wrench them off the fingers if they ever menace me.
I'll not stay another moment.
Is it true?
Take no notice. I only wish to punish her sauciness. I like her far too much to let you have her.
She's her brother's heir.
Heathcliff?
If he has no son.
No, Heathcliff. I absolutely forbid it. Leave Isabella alone.
His abode at the Heights had become an oppression past explaining. I felt that God had forsaken the stray sheep, and now an evil beast prowled, waiting his time to destroy.
Heathcliff, hold back!
Edgar Linton, wilt thou have this woman to thy wedded wife?
You left without a word. You left and broke my heart.
I love Heathcliff more than ever you loved Edgar.
But I am back, and I shall never leave again.
Cathy had warned Heathcliff to stay away from her sister-in-law. But I saw him sometimes when she left the room, smiling to himself, as if he had a plan and everything was falling into place. I determined to watch him with Isabella, even more closely.
Fanny, stop!
One afternoon, she was feeding pigeons in the courtyard when Heathcliff turned the corner. I was standing by the open window, where I could clearly hear, but I hid from their sight.
Miss Linton,
Mr. Heathcliff. Fanny, stop that noise.
is that a dog?
I love her more than anything.
More than anything, Miss Linton. Is there nothing you love more?
Please, don't.
Run away then, if you don't like it. See? I'm not even holding you now. You're perfectly free. Nice hat, Miss Linton.
Well, I've seen it all. You deceiver, you traitor.
Who's the traitor, Nelly?
Your worthless friend was out there kissing Miss Isabella.
He was.
There you are.
Heathcliff, what are you playing at? I said you must let Isabella alone.
I have a right to kiss her if she chooses. I'm not your husband. You needn't be jealous.
I am not jealous of you. I am jealous for you. And don't you turn away from me. I'm talking. Marry Isabella if you like her. But do you, Heathcliff? Do you like her? You can't even answer.
You have treated me infernally, Cathy. If you think I don't know it, you're a fool. If you think I'll be consoled with sweet words, you're an idiot. Meanwhile, I thank you for telling me your sister-in-law's secret.
I've treated you infernally. You'll take revenge. How will you take it, you ungrateful brute?
I seek no revenge on you. That's not my plan. If I thought you really wanted me to marry Isabella, I'd cut my throat.
Oh, the evil is that I am not jealous, is that it? Then quarrel with Edgar, deceive his sister. That is the best way to revenge yourself on me.
I left them together and quietly went to warn my master. When I told him what I'd seen and heard, he ordered me to fetch 2 men servants, and he rushed, followed by me, down to the kitchen.
This is disgraceful. This is insufferable.
Have you been listening at the door, Edgar?
I have been patient with you, sir. I was aware of your miserable, degraded character, but felt you were only partly responsible. And since it was Cathy's wish to keep up your acquaintance, I acquiesced. But your presence is a moral poison that would contaminate the most virtuous. From now on, I deny you admission to my house. You will leave immediately.
Oh, Cathy, this lamb of yours threatens like a bull. It's in danger of splitting its skull against me knuckles.
Fetch the men now.
Yes, sir. Stay where you are, Nelly.
Cathy, what are you doing?
There. The door is locked. It is just the 4 of us. If you have not the courage to fight him, make an apology.
Give me the key.
I was defending you and yours. I hope Heathcliff flogs you sick for daring to even think an evil thought of me. There. If you want the key, get it out of the fire.
Edgar was taken with a nervous trembling, and his face grew deadly pale.
And that is the slathering, shivering thing you preferred to me. I would not strike him with my fist, Cathy, but I'd kick him and enjoy it.
My master quickly sprang to his feet and struck him a blow that would have floored a slighter man. While Heathcliff choked, Linton escaped through the back door.
Get away. while you can. He'll return with guns and half a dozen men. You're done with coming here now. Go, Heathcliff, before they kill you.
That night, Cathy took to her room. She was very agitated.
I'm going mad, Nelly. 1,000 hammers are beating in my head. Tell Isabella not to come near me. This is all because of her foolishness. If I see her, I shall turn wild. And if you see Edgar, tell him I'm very ill.
You look well enough to me.
I'd like to frighten him. Besides, if he starts complaining or blaming, I'm certain I will answer. Then God knows where we might end. Will you do that, my good Nelly? Oh, well, if I cannot keep him from my friend, and if Edgar will be mean and jealous, I will break both their hearts by breaking my own.
Cathy.
Oh, what now? Have you been listening at doors again?
Leave us, please, now. I would like a word with my wife.
I did walk out the door, but I stopped just the other side.
I'm not here to argue or be reconciled. I simply wish to know whether, after this evening's events, you intend to continue your intimacy with...
Oh, for mercy's sake! Let's hear no more of that now. Your blood is like ice water, Edgar, but mine is boiling.
Please hear me out. You can be as stoical as anyone when you please. I have spoken to my sister. I have warned her that if she continues to encourage her worthless suitor, this will no longer be her home. So, Cathy, I come to you now. Will you give up Heathcliff, or will you give up me? The choice is yours.
Catherine locked herself in her chamber and refused to come out. She was still there the next morning.
Ma'am,
Leave me.
are you not hungry?
Does Edgar miss me?
He's reading, ma'am.
My master spent his time in the library, waiting for her to apologise. And since he did not inquire after his wife, I did not inform him.
I'll be dining in here this evening.
Yes, sir.
After 3 days, Cathy unlocked her door and called for me. It was very late.
I'm dying, Nelly.
Nonsense. Get into bed.
Did you hear what I said? I will die. Since no one cares about me, I will. What is that apathetic being doing?
Are you referring to your husband? He's studying.
He's among books and I am dying.
You're not dying, ma'am.
These 3 nights I've never closed my eyes. And I've been tormented. I've been haunted, Nelly. But I begin to think that you don't like me. Strange. I thought that though everybody hated and despised each other, they could not avoid loving me.
Tossing about, she tore at the pillow. Then she seemed to find childish diversion in pulling feathers from the holes, one by one.
That's a pigeon's. Can you say it? And that's a lapwing. Lapwing. Number one, hold my horse while I jump on. Heathcliff set a trap over the nest, and I made him promise he'd never kill a lapwing after that. And he didn't, did he, Nelly?
Oh, get over with your baby talk. The down's flying about like snow. What is it?
Don't you see that face?
What face?
There, on the old cupboard.
There is no old cupboard. There is no face.
Nelly, the room is haunted. Oh, I'm afraid of being alone. I hope it will not come back when you are gone.
No, you just need to sleep.
Do you know what happened after I locked myself in this room? Utter blackness overwhelmed me. And Nelly, I'll tell you what I thought and what has kept coming back to me till I've feared for my reason. I thought I was in my oak box bed at Wuthering Heights. I was a child, and Father was just buried. And my heart ached with grief from the separation that Hindley had ordered between me and Heathcliff. Supposing, when I was 12, I had been wrenched from what I loved, as Heathcliff was. Suppose I was an outcast.
Oh, you mustn't think these things.
I'm burning, Nelly. I wish I were out of doors. Oh, I wish I was a girl again, half savage and half free. Why am I so changed? I'm sure I would be myself again if I were among the heather on those hills. Open the window.
No, ma'am.
Why don't you move?
Because I won't have you catch your death of cold.
You won't give me a chance of life, you mean? Well, I'm not helpless yet. I'll open it myself.
Sliding from her bed before I could hinder her, she threw open the window. She seemed careless of the frosty air that cut about her shoulders. There was no moon that night. We could see nothing.
Look! That's my room at Wuthering Heights. See? With the candle at the window. And there is Joseph's window in the garret. He's waiting for me to come home so that he may lock the gate. Well, he'll wait a while yet. It's a rough journey, and we must pass by Gimmerton churchyard. We've braved its ghosts before. But Heathcliff, do you dare now? They may bury me 12 feet deep and throw the church down over me, but I won't rest till you are with me.
That's enough. There's no window, there's no candle. Come away from the window, ma'am.
He'd rather I came to him, but then he always followed me. Heathcliff! Come on!
What is this noise?
Sir, my mistress is ill and she quite masters me. Pray, come and persuade her to go to bed. Forget your anger, for she's hard to guide any way but her own.
Cathy is ill. Why did you not fetch me? Shut the window, Nell. Cathy. How did this happen?
She's been fretting here and scarcely eating. But it is nothing, sir. You know what she's like.
Nothing. You call this nothing? You shall account for keeping me ignorant, Nelly Dean. Now run and fetch Dr. Kenneth before it is too late.
In passing the garden to reach the road, I saw something white hung from a hook, evidently moving by some other agent than the wind. It was Isabella's Springer Spaniel, hung by a handkerchief and nearly at its last gasp.
It's all right, Fanny. It's all right. Who could have done this? Oh, Heathcliff.
I hurried to fetch Dr. Kenneth.
What's been happening at the Grange, Nelly? We've heard odd reports. A stout, hearty lass like Catherine does not fall ill for a trifle.
Oh, you know how it is with that family. You know, their violent dispositions, and Mrs. Linton caps them all.
Well, how will her husband take it?
Well, if he loses her, his heart will break.
I hear he's thick with Heathcliff these days.
It was all because the mistress was thick with Heathcliff when they were young. No doubt we shall see him again. He's been paying too much attention to Miss Isabella. He's been told to stay away.
I have it on good authority that only last night she and Heathcliff were out late.
Where?
Behind the Grange. It looked as if he were trying to persuade her not to go in, but just mount his horse and ride away, Nelly. Nelly!
I outstripped Dr. Kenneth and ran.
Miss Isabella! Miss Linton!
Miss Isabella had gone.
Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
My suspicions were confirmed. Isabella's room was empty. She'd gone. But what could I do? I could not pursue them, and I did not dare disturb my master, absorbed as he was in Miss Cathy's illness. I saw nothing for it but to hold my tongue.
Come.
How is she, sir?
She's calmer now. She's sleeping. But she must not be upset again. You understand?
I understand.
I cannot lose her now.
brought you tea, sir.
I'm surprised my sister has not come down.
Sir.
Oh, no. What mun we have next? Master, our young lady.
Hold your noise, Mary. Can't you see the missus is sleeping?
What ails Miss Isabella, Mary?
She's gone. Yon Heathcliff's run off with you.
No. That cannot be true. Now, go and fetch her.
I met the lad that fetches the milk. He asked about the trouble at the Grange, and I thought he meant Mrs. Sickness, and I said it were right dangerous. But then he told me how a gentleman and lady had stopped at the blacksmith's. You could not mistake Heathcliff, he said. And the lady, she had a cloak about her face, but then it fell, and it was Miss Isabella, sir, plain as day. They rode on afterwards as fast as the road would let him. The news is all over Gimmerton.
Thank you, Mary. That's all.
Sir.
Why did no one tell me before? We might have stopped them.
What should we do, sir?
She went of her own accord. She had a right to if she pleased.
But she's in danger.
She is no longer my sister. Not because I disown her, but because she disowned me.
Sir.
That will be all.
A few weeks later, Isabella wrote, announcing her marriage to Heathcliff. Edgar did not reply. The crocuses came.
Not too hot.
The snow melted.
Sweet enough.
No mother could have nursed a child more devotedly than Edgar tended his wife.
This time, last year, Cathy, I longed for nothing more than to have you under this roof. Now I wish you were a mile or two up in those hills. The air blows so sweetly up there. I feel it would cure you.
I shall never be there, but once more. And then you'll leave me, and I shall remain there forever.
No, darling, no. You will get better.
In time, she was strong enough to move from one room to another, leaning on his arm. And there was more good news. My mistress was pregnant. But life was very different up at Wuthering Heights. Isabella wrote again, this time to me. She and Heathcliff were back.
Hello? Hello?
Isabella had hoped to find allies at the Heights. Instead, she found the child Hareton, dressed like a ruffian and guarding the gates with a bulldog.
Hello?
As if the old farmhouse were now a castle.
Anyone?
She found Hindley so drunk and slovenly and gaunt. She barely knew him.
Hello?
What's your business? Who are you?
My name was Isabella Linton. I'm lately married to Mr. Heathcliff. It's changed.
So, Heathcliff's back, is he?
He left me at the gate and rode off. Where is the maid?
The what?
Please, I'm very tired with my journey and I want to go to bed.
There's no maid here. You must wait on yourself.
Where shall I sleep?
Joseph will show you Heathcliff's chamber. And please, be so good as to fasten your door tonight.
Lock myself in a room with Heathcliff?
Every night I go to his room and try the door. If once I find it open, he's done for. Heathcliff has bled me dry. But I will get it all back. I'll have his gold, and then his blood. And hell shall have his soul.
Joseph?
No?
Kindly direct me to the parlour.
Parlour? There's no parlour here.
Then I shall go upstairs. Show me a chamber. Does it have to be so dirty? Is there no woman here?
Mim, mim, mim. You think you're too good for us, do you? Heathcliff will put you in your place. Here's a room.
This is not a place to sleep. I want to see my bedroom.
Oh, your bedroom. Your bedroom, do you? Why did you not say?
Show me where my husband sleeps.
Heathcliff sleeps in the rummy hollow she used to sleep in. We missed Cathy when they were small. But you can't go there. He keeps it locked.
For heaven's sakes, all I want is rest. I'll sleep downstairs.
Isabella made her way downstairs and flung herself into a chair. Exhausted as she was, her sleep was deep and sweet. But it was over far too soon. Heathcliff had heard the news of Cathy's illness, and now he was back. A tiger or a serpent could not rouse terror in her equal to that which he wakened.
What are you doing? Sitting up?
Waiting for you. You have the key for our room.
Our room? It'll never be ours. Not as long as I live.
Oh, I was a fool to follow you. I was a fool to have anything to do with you.
Cathy is ill. She has been dangerously ill, and I blame no one but your brother. As much as Cathy suffers, so shall you.
This was no letter a new bride should have to write. It ended with the pitiful words, "Is Heathcliff a man? If so, is he mad? Don't write, Nell. Come and bring me something from Edgar. I expect you every day."
Your sister calls him a devil, a wolf. Hindley gambles and drinks and has lost everything to him. She asks your forgiveness.
How can I forgive her when there is nothing to forgive?
Oh, sir.
I am not angry with her, Nell. I am only sorry to have lost her.
She begs me to visit. Will you come?
A visit is out of the question.
You won't even write.
There will be no communication between his family and mine. Nothing good will come of it. And Nell,
Sir?
on no account tell my wife where you're going. She must have nothing to do with that man.
There was never such a dismal scene as the one that met me at Wuthering Heights. The floor that had been so white was now grey, and the once brilliant pewter dishes were dark with dust. Isabella's pretty face was pale and listless, her hair hanging lankly down. The only half-decent thing was Heathcliff. He never looked better. There was no sign of Hareton, not even at the gate with his dog.
Mrs. Heathcliff, do you have anything?
No need to whisper. There are no secrets here.
I have nothing for you, Isabella. My master sends his love and wishes for your happiness. But he will not write. He will not come.
I see.
Where's Hindley?
The devil knows.
Hareton?
Running wild. How is Cathy?
She's been very ill. Though if you ask me, she brought it on herself. But her life has been spared. And if you have any regard for her, you'll avoid crossing her way. You'll leave this place altogether. Cathy Linton is as different from your old friend, Cathy Earnshaw, as light is from dark.
I must see her.
Another encounter between you and the master would kill her.
That could be avoided, with your help.
No. Heathcliff, I won't help you.
You think she has forgotten me? Nelly, you know she has not. You know as well as I do that for every thought she spends on Linton, she spends 1,000 on me. It is not in him to be loved like me. How can she love in him what he has not?
Cathy and Edgar are as fond of each other as any two people can be.
Your brother has been wondrous fond of you. He cast you off with surprising speed.
He is not aware of what I suffer.
My young lady is looking sadly the worse, Mr. Heathcliff. Someone's love comes short in her case, too.
I should guess it is her own. She degenerates into a slut.
She gave up everything to be in this wilderness with you.
She gave it up under an illusion, believing I was a hero of romance. But she begins to know me now.
I hate you.
Are you sure of that, Isabella? If I let you alone for half a day, won't you come creeping back? Tell your master, Nelly, that I never met such an abject thing as this. The first thing she saw me do on coming with me was to hang her little dog.
I begged you to stop.
There is no brutality you would not bear so long as it did not touch you. Tell your master, Nelly, that as far as his sister is concerned, I keep strictly within the limits of the law. If my wife desired to go, she could.
Don't believe a word he says. He's a lying fiend. But Nelly, promise that you'll make no mention of this to my brother. Heathcliff married me to obtain power over Edgar, and he shan't have it. I'll die first.
Thank you. That will do for the moment. And now go upstairs, Isabella. I have something private to say to Nelly Dean. Since when was the front door the way upstairs? Get up there, woman! I have no pity. The more the worms writhe, the more I yearn to crush out their entrails.
Do you even understand what the word pity means? Well, goodbye, Heathcliff. Tell Hayton I asked after him.
Put your bonnet down, Nelly Dean. You're not going anywhere until you agree to help me see Cathy.
I told you, no. And you shall not treat me the way you treat your wife.
I mean no harm, Nelly. I don't desire to trouble Mr. Linton. I only wish to hear from Cathy, how she is, and why she has been ill, and to ask if anything I could do would be of use.
Stay away from her, Heathcliff. That is how you can be of use.
I was there last night.
At the Grange?
I'll go again tonight, and tomorrow after that. I'll haunt the place until I find an opportunity of entering. If Linton stops me, I will knock him down. If his servants threaten me, I have a pistol. Wouldn't it be better all round if I simply spoke to Cathy? There would be no violence, Nelly, no blame. We know how much you hate blame.
No, Heathcliff.
Give her this letter.
She's all nerves. She could not bear the surprise of seeing you. Give over this idea. If you don't, I shall inform my master.
You'll tell on me, will you?
Mm.
In that case, I must take measures to secure you.
Heathcliff, you cannot lock me in.
Let's settle this now, Nelly. Will you remain prisoner here while I fight my way to Cathy over Linton and his footmen, or will you be me friend, as you always have been, and take my letter?
I argued, I complained. I flatly refused him 50 times. My journey home was even sadder than my journey there. Was I right? Was I wrong? I did what was expedient. And I was wrong.
Let me.
Heathcliff had persuaded me to steal a message to Cathy. I waited for a quiet moment when the family were at church. It was a warm and pleasant day. I knew without looking that Heathcliff was near. I opened the doors and windows, and then I went upstairs. There's a letter for you, Mrs. Linton.
Hmm?
It's urgent, ma'am. Shall I break the seal? She was sitting in a loose white dress by the open window. The letter's in your lap, see? It's short. It's from Heathcliff, ma'am. That's it. Read it quickly.
Heathcliff.
I swear he's coming now. Quick, ma'am. What should I say?
Cathy!
Before I could reach the door, he had opened it, and in a stride or two was at her side and had her in his arms. My mistress kissed him first, and then he bestowed more kisses on her than I dare say he ever gave in his life.
Oh, Cathy. All my life. How can I bear it?
You and Edgar have broken my heart, Heathcliff. You have pulled and broken it between you. You have killed me, Heathcliff.
No!
No! You shall not get away. I wish I could hold you till we were both dead. I shouldn't care what you suffer. Will you forget me? Will you be happy when I'm in the earth?
No.
Will you say, that's the grave of Cathy Earnshaw. I loved her once, but it's past.
No.
Will your children be dearer to you than I?
Don't torture me. I'll turn as mad as you.
You know, you lie to say I killed you. And Cathy, you know, I could as soon forget you as myself. Is it not sufficient for your infernal selfishness that when you are at peace, I shall writhe in the torments of hell?
I shall not be at peace. I'll never be at peace. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I long to be free. I am not wishing you greater torment than I have, Heathcliff. I only wish us never to be parted. Come back to me. You never harmed me in your life. Come back.
She made a spring forward and he caught her. And they were locked in an embrace from which I thought my mistress would never be released alive.
Why did you betray your heart? You loved me. Then what right had you to leave me? What right? Answer me for the poor fancy you felt for Linton. Nothing that God or Satan could inflict would have parted us. You did it, Cathy. Of your own free will, you did it. I have not broken your heart. You have broken it, and in breaking it, you have broken mine. What kind of living will it be with your soul in the grave?
If I've done wrong, I'm dying for it. You left me too. But I forgive you. Forgive me.
Church is long over. You must go now, Heathcliff.
No. Don't leave me.
I must, Cathy, but I won't stray far. Just for an hour.
Not for a minute. He cannot hurt us now.
Let him do what he likes. I'll stay.
You're going to listen to her? She has no idea what she says. Get up! Get up before we're ruined, all three of us!
Cathy!
Damn the fool. There he is.
What in hell's name is going on?
Your wife has fainted. Help her.
Cathy, look at me. Cathy, can you hear me? Come back.
You must go, Heathcliff.
I shall not refuse to leave the house, but I'll stay close. I'll be under the trees.
Send for Dr. Kenneth!
At about midnight, Cathy delivered a baby. A puny child, prematurely born. It was named Catherine, after her mother. We were up all night and into the dawn. Soon after sunrise, I stole out, searching for Heathcliff. I wished, yet feared, to find him.
Heathcliff! Heathcliff!
He was not far, leant against an old ash tree, his hair soaked with the dew that fell pattering around him.
Heathcliff?
She's dead, isn't she?
She died at midnight.
Put your handkerchief away. She wants none of your tears.
I'm weeping as much for you.
Did she mention me?
She recognised no one from the time you left. May she wake us kindly in the next world.
May she wake in torment. She's a liar to the end. Cathy Earnshaw, may you not rest as long as I am living. You said I killed you. Haunt me then. Be with me always. Drive me mad. Only don't leave me here where I can't find you. Oh, God. I cannot live without my life. I cannot live without my soul.
He dashed his head against the knotted trunk and howled, not like a man, but like a beast, being goaded to death with knives and spears.
Leave me, Nelly. She's no place for you.
Her coffin remained uncovered and strewn with flowers in the drawing room. with a locket of Edgar's hair at her neck. He spent his days and nights watching over her. And, though no one knew but me, Heathcliff spent his nights outside, an equal stranger to repose.
How is Catherine?
The baby's sleeping, sir. You should do the same.
Sleep. Yes. No.
Sir?
No. Nothing. There are no words.
Heathcliff! I know you're there. I'm leaving the window open for you.
Afterwards, no one would have known he had been inside. Only I noticed the disarrangement of the drapery around Cathy's face, and a light curl of Linton's hair on the floor, which Heathcliff had taken from the locket round her neck. He'd replaced it with a black curl of his own. I twisted the two locks into one and put them in the locket. Cathy Linton's grave was dug in the corner of the churchyard, where the wall is so low that heath and bilberry plants have climbed over it. A simple headstone marks the place. Hindley was invited to the funeral, but he did not come. As for Isabella, she was not asked. And it was a cruel scene that night at Wuthering Heights.
I'll keep him out another 5 minutes. You don't object?
You may keep him out the whole night, Hindley, for all I care.
Unlock the door, goddammit!
You and I have a great deal to settle with that man outside. Are you willing to endure to the last and not once attempt a repayment?
I'm weary of enduring. Treachery and violence are spears pointed at both ends.
Treachery and violence are a just return for treachery and violence. He'll be your death unless you get the better of him. And he'll be my ruin, and the ruin of my son. Promise to hold your tongue. And before that clock strikes 1, you're a free woman.
A pistol?
Let go of me.
This is madness. Though I wish him dead, we cannot kill him.
I'll do you a kindness, and I'll have justice for my son. Everything that should belong to Ayrton I've lost to that man. It's time to make an end.
Heathcliff, you better seek shelter somewhere else. Hindley has a mind to shoot you.
Open the door!
Oh, go back to Cathy's grave, why don't you? And lie on it like a dog.
Don't let me come in the door, I'll use the window. I'll kill you first! I'll take that one! Here's me arm! Here's me arm!
Heathcliff, don't!
On your knees!
Leave him alone!
No!
All this I discovered from Miss Isabella. Sensing her opportunity to escape, she sprang to the door. She bounded, leapt and flew down the steep road, wading through marshes, rushing all the time towards the beacon of light that was the Grange. And now here she was, standing before me. Where is Heathcliff now?
At the Heights.
And Hindley? Is he alive?
Heathcliff fetched Joseph to bind his wounds, though I doubt he'll survive much longer.
Isabella's girlish dress was so wet with snow and rain it clung. There was nothing on her feet but a pair of thin slippers.
Order a carriage, Nell. I'm leaving.
Oh, you can't leave in that state.
I am, Nell. I'll never come back. I want to stay here because the Grange is my home, and I love it.
Oh.
But Heathcliff won't let me. This can never be my home again. He's a monster.
He's a human being.
I would rather spend a lifetime in hell than one more night at Wuthering Heights. Goodbye, little Catherine. Goodbye now.
I watched at the window as she climbed into the carriage. I never saw Isabella again, though months later she wrote to say she'd had her baby and named him Linton. Grief transformed my master into a hermit, and by winter Hindley had followed his sister to the grave. Drink and gambling had led him to borrow money against the farm, and the person holding the mortgage was Heathcliff. The guest was now the master of Wuthering Heights. I went to Heathcliff with one last request.
No, Nelly. Hareton is mine.
There is nothing in the world less yours than that boy. Hareton was Hindley's son, and if there were any justice in this world, this farm would be his. Let me take him to the Grange.
I've a mind to keep him. We'll see if one tree won't grow as crooked as another. Any news from my wife? I heard I'm a father. A real one.
Isabella gave birth to a son, but you'll never see him. You'll never find her.
I have no wish to find her. I suppose they wish me to hate my son.
They wish you to know nothing about him.
But I'll have him when I want him. They can count on that. I'll have Hareton. I'll have Linton. And one day, I'll have Catherine too.
No. No more now.
You do not think it all ends here. I shall have the children.
Let me in. Come home. You have killed me, Heathcliff.
Why did you betray your heart?
She died at midnight.
He's a monster.
You do not think it all ends here. I shall have the children.
Let me in. Let me in. Come on.
Cathy had died in childbirth. Her brother Hindley was dead too. When I asked Heathcliff to let me take Hindley's boy Hareton, he refused. Meanwhile, Isabella had fled to London, where she too gave birth to a son. 3 children. Catherine, Linton, Hareton. 3 children, and not one of them under the same roof. Heathcliff lived as much a hermit as my master.
Catch me, Nelly!
The 12 years that followed that dismal period were the happiest of my life. Catherine Linton was the most winning thing that ever brought sunshine into a desolate house. She had the Earnshaws' handsome dark eyes, but the Lintons' yellow curling hair. Her spirit was high, never rough, and her capacity for intense attachments reminded me of her mother. But her love was never fierce, like her mother's. It was deep. It was tender. Catherine had never been beyond the locked gates of Thrushcross Grange. As far as she was concerned, Wuthering Heights did not exist. She was the perfect recluse.
Nelly,
Yes, Miss Catherine?
how long before I can walk to the top of those hills?
Never, love.
Have you been?
No, I've never been up there. Wouldn't want to.
What is over the other side? A house?
Oh, just hills, love. I imagine. Just more and more hills. I've seen snow up there, even in summer.
I thought you said you had not been.
We should get back. There's a storm coming.
Has Pappy been up there?
Thrushcross Grange is the finest place in the world. Now hurry, before we get soaked.
It was at this time that Isabella wrote to her brother, entreating him to visit her in London.
She is dying, Nelly. She wants to say goodbye.
I hope you'll go, sir.
I will go immediately.
And her son?
She has asked me to bring Linton home to the Grange. I gather he's a delicate child.
Well, Miss Catherine will be happy. She needs a companion. And I'm not so fast on my feet these days.
Nelly, while I'm gone, keep an eye on Catherine at all times. She must never leave the park. She must never go beyond the gates. Not even if you accompany her. You understand?
When have I ever let her out of my sight? And what about him, sir? Won't he want his son?
Mr. Heathcliff has shown no interest in Linton. Why should he start now?
After Master Edgar left, my charge sat in a corner of the library, missing him so much she was too sad for playing. But then she began to grow restless. One morning she came to me and said she was an Arabian merchant going to cross the desert on her pony and that she needed provisions for her journey.
There. Apples, cake, piece of pie. Now keep your hat on in the sun and stay where I can see you. All right?
Yes, Nelly.
And stop at the gates!
Bye, Nelly!
She was not back in an hour. She was not even back for tea. You may guess how I felt.
Miss Catherine! Miss Catherine!
I left the Grange and walked mile after mile till a turn in the road brought me in view of the heights. I ran to the door and knocked until the servant Zilla answered.
You're come to seek your little mistress. Don't be frightened, she's safe.
Oh, Heathcliff's not home.
Oh, he's off with Joseph. Come inside, you look worn out. The lass is with Hindley's lad.
Hareton?
Yeah, he found her on the moor. Come in, Nelly. She don't stop talking.
I found my stray lamb sitting on the chair that had once been her mother's. Her hat was hung on the wall, and she seemed perfectly at home, laughing and chattering by the fire with Hareton, now a great strong lad of 18, dressed like a ploughboy, who stared at her with astonishment, barely understanding a word.
So I set off to cross the desert with my picnic.
You are?
And then I came to the gates, and I tried them, and they were unlocked. So I went out, and I followed the road because I wanted to see the snow.
The what?
The farmhouse had regained some of its ancient aspect of comfort, now that Heathcliff was master. The floors were white again, the pewter shining. There was no sign of the scenes of riot that had been acted here in Hindley's time.
Catherine!
Nelly!
Very well, miss. I'll never trust you again, you naughty thing.
Have you been to this place before?
Where's your pony?
She's in the yard. Hareton took her.
Right, hat, now.
Catch me first! Catch me! Catch me!
Back this minute. Well, Miss Catherine, if you knew who lived here, you'd be glad enough to get out.
It's your father's house, isn't it?
No, Heathcliff ain't my father.
Your master's?
Give over!
Well, get my pony.
I'll see thee damned before I'll be your servant.
There, Miss Catherine, you see what nice company you've got yourself into?
But, Nelly, he's a servant. He can't speak to me like that.
Hey, softly, miss. Hareton may not be the master's son, but he's still your cousin.
My cousin? Him? My cousin's called Linton. Pappy has gone to fetch him in London.
Your father's gone to fetch Linton? Does Mr. Heathcliff know?
Miss Catherine, will you stop your constant chatter and put your hat on? We need to go.
I had to chastise her all the way home.
I don't see why you were so cross. I only went to see the snow.
Did you not hear what I said?
Waiting when we got back was a letter, edged with black, announcing my master's return. Catherine insisted on going out to meet him.
Are they here yet? Will they be here soon?
Oh, give over, love.
Could we not go a little way to meet them?
Oh, how many times must I say it? You're not to go beyond these gates. It was very wrong what you did before, and we must never tell your father.
Linton is only 6 months younger than me.
I know.
Do you think he will like me?
I think he will love you.
Aunt Isabella sent a lock of his hair once. It was lighter than mine. I keep it in a glass box. Did you know that, Nelly?
I didn't know that, no.
Shall we run?
Oh, heavens, must we?
Race you to the gate!
Oh, Miss Catherine, come back! Miss Catherine!
Whoa!
At length, the suspense was ended. The carriage rolled into sight.
Pappy!
Darling girl.
Linton was asleep in a corner of the carriage, wrapped in a warm fur-lined cloak. A pale, delicate, effeminate boy. He looked nothing like his father. Heathcliff, and every bit like his Uncle Edgar.
Can I see? Can I see him? Where is my cousin?
Here he is. Say hello, Catherine. Remember, he has just lost his mother. He is not so lively as you.
Hello, Linton. I want to go to bed.
Oh, come, there's a good child. Tea's set in the library.
Why is he crying?
What is the matter now, Linton?
I can't sit on a chair.
Go to the sofa then, and Nelly shall bring you some tea.
Should I help you? There. Shall I pour it into a saucer?
He's not a baby.
He likes it. You like it, don't you, Linton? Yes. I can sing if you like. The grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000.
He'll do well, Nelly.
He marched them
If
up
we
to
can
the
keep
top of
him.
the hill,
Aye,
and
sir,
down
if
again.
we can keep him.
And when they're up, they're up. And
Our
when they're
doubts were
down,
decided even earlier than I expected. I'd just taken the children upstairs when a maid informed me Joseph was at the door. He had a message for the master.
Heathcliff has sent for his lad. I won't go back without him.
I've only just got him to sleep.
Then wake him.
Tell Mr. Heathcliff that Linton's mother asked me to take care of him, and that his health is weak.
That means note. Heathcliff takes no account of the mother, and no account of you either. But he'll have his lad, and I must take him.
Please, leave my house and repeat to your master what I have told you.
As you choose. But in the morning, he'll come himself. And throw him out, if you dare.
Nelly will bring the boy. First thing.
Linton was very reluctant to be roused from his bed at 5, and astonished to be told he must prepare for further travelling. I wrapped him up in his cloak and hat, and set him on Miss Catherine's pony.
Where are we going?
To see your father.
I thought I was to stay at Grange. Mamma never told me I had a father. Where does he live?
Over the hills, not far.
How am I to love him if I don't know him? Will she be there too?
Oh, Master Linton.
My cousin who fed me from a saucer.
Oh, no.
My uncle?
Not him either.
Is my father like me?
Less of your questions, little lad. As we arrived at Wuthering Heights, I watched him solemnly take in the carved front and low latticed windows, the straggling gooseberry bushes and crooked firs. He shook his head. There we are. Come on, let's go inside. It was 6:30, and the family had just finished breakfast. Zilla was wiping the table. Joseph stood by his master's chair, complaining, and Hareton was preparing for the hayfield. Here's Linton, Mr. Heathcliff.
God, what a beauty. What a lovely, charming thing. Surely Master Edgar swapped with you, Master. And this is his lass.
Damn my soul. That's even worse than I expected. Come here.
I don't want to.
Oh, go on, Master Linton. You must obey your father.
Come here, I said.
I don't want to.
You're your mother's child. Look at that yellow hair. Hareton, did I ask you to laugh? No? You'll serve this lad as your master. Whatever he wants, you fetch. You're not fit to lick his little shoes. Aye. Off to the field with you.
Goodbye, Hareton.
Oh. Where are your manners? Say goodbye to Nelly Dean.
Goodbye.
So, Linton, your mother never spoke of me?
No.
Well, your mother was a wicked slut.
Be kind to the boy, Mr. Heathcliff, or you'll not keep him long, and he's all you have in the world. Remember that.
Oh, I'll be very kind. He shall want for nothing. Though there is more in me in Hareton than there is in that thing. You know your way to the door, Nelly.
Goodbye, Master Linton.
Don't leave me here. I don't want to stay. Don't leave me here.
The moment I stepped over the threshold, the door was shut and locked behind me. no matter how loud he cried. They would not let him free.
She has asked me to bring Linton home to the Grange.
Where's my cousin?
Heathcliff has sent for his lad. I won't go back without him.
Don't leave me here. I don't want to stay. Let me in.
Heathcliff had demanded the return of his estranged son, Linton. It was with a heavy heart that I delivered the boy to Wuthering Heights. When Catherine heard the news, such tears followed. Her father promised to bring him home. But there was no chance of that. Linton was with Heathcliff now. Time wore on at the Grange till Miss Catherine reached 16. Poor child. Her birthday was a solemn occasion, being also the anniversary of her mother's death. I could not help but feel sorry.
I'm not sad. I just wish my father was happy.
He loved your mother very much.
What was she like? Tell me again.
Her spirits were always high. There was no reining her in.
Why don't we take a walk beyond the gates? A little one.
You know why? Your father forbids it.
We could look for eggs. He wouldn't know. It is my birthday. Nelly.
Number five, summer.
Catherine bounded before me and returned to my side like a young greyhound. She was so happy that day.
Hurry up! Hurry up!
We must turn back. The Grange is way behind.
Just to the top of the hill.
Oh, wait!
By the time I reached her, she had also been reached by someone else.
But I haven't got any eggs. I didn't touch them.
This is my land, young lady, and you are poaching.
Mr. Heathcliff, let her be.
Do you know this man, Nelly? Do I?
You know my son. And though your nurse is in a hurry, she looks as if she needs a rest. My house is close.
No, that is entirely out of the question.
Nelly, hold your tongue. Miss Linton, come for tea.
I struggled to free my arm, which he had seized. But she was scampering ahead at full speed.
Mr. Heathcliff, this is very wrong. You know you mean no good, and I shall get the blame.
It seems to me you never get the blame. Besides, my motives are entirely honest. The cousins will fall in love. The cousins will get married.
Oh, that will never happen.
Linton will scarcely last till he's 18. He dies, the Grange is mine.
Miss Catherine, come back right now.
Come on, Nelly. We know this place.
That's it, Miss Linton. Go inside.
He smiled, and I was foolish enough to imagine the memory of her mother might protect her. Linton had not grown. Not only were his features as delicate as before, but he still sounded like a child. He was sat by the hearth, drying his feet.
Linton, is that you? Miss Catherine! Oh, have you been here all this time? Oh, don't crowd me. Oh. So, Linton is your son, Mr. Heathcliff. Then, are you my uncle? Nelly, why did you not say? Well, I'm not angry. I'm too happy. In future, I'll come every day. I'll bring my father.
That's a very bad idea. He and I quarrelled once. If you want to see your cousin, I advise you not to tell your father.
Why did you quarrel?
Linton, stop drying your feet and take your cousin to see your horse.
Wouldn't you rather sit by the fire?
I'd rather be outside.
No, Miss Catherine, stop with me.
Hareton!
What do you want?
Is he not a handsome lad, Miss Linton?
Oh, give over.
Take Miss Linton round the farm. Don't swear at her like a ploughboy, and don't stare at her like that. She's a lady.
Come on, Hareton.
I wanted to teach him his letters.
His numbers.
He has no use for those things. As his father used me, so I use him. And worse, for he takes pride in his brutishness. And the best of it is, Hareton is damnably fond of me. I'm the one friend he has. Get up, you idle boy. Go after them.
Yes, Father.
Since the window was open, I moved closer, trying to overhear. Hareton and Catherine were just the other side.
What is that inscription carved above the door?
I don't know. Some damnable writing.
Earnshaw. Can't you read?
Well, I don't need to.
Then how do you learn things? Oh, hello, Linton. He's such a dunce. My cousin thinks you are an idiot, Hareton.
If you weren't more of a lass than a lad, I'd fell you. To hell with you both!
We stayed till afternoon. I could not tear Miss Catherine away. Happily, my master had not left his library, and she did not mention our visit. But the next day, it all came out.
You know why I have kept you away.
Because you hate Mr. Heathcliff.
Because Mr. Heathcliff hates me. He hates you too.
He doesn't hate me. He's my uncle.
It means nothing. He hates you because of me. There is nothing he would not do to ruin those he hates. If it were not for him, your mother might still be living.
Is that why you quarrelled?
One day, I'll tell you. But think no more of Wuthering Heights. I wish it were the other side of the world.
Weeks passed, and Catherine recovered her temper, though she grew wondrous fond of stealing into corners, and if I came near her when she was reading, she would start.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Are there letters in that book?
No.
She also had a trick of coming down early in the morning, as if she were expecting something. And there was a small cabinet in the library, which she kept locked and would trifle over for hours.
Are you hiding something?
It's only feathers.
They don't look like feathers to me. They look more like notes.
Who would send me notes?
As soon as she was out of the way, I found a key to fit the lock and emptied the contents into my apron. But the next morning she came after me.
Where are my letters? I know you have them.
There.
Oh, you had no right to take them.
You must have started this. Linton's still a lad. I doubt he even wrote them.
Who else would write them?
Mr. Heathcliff.
Mr. Heathcliff would not do such a thing.
Oh, he would, and plenty more besides. You have no idea.
Well, I love Linton. I love him like a brother.
Love him? You barely know him. I might as well talk of loving the miller. We shall take these letters straight to your father.
No, please, don't wait. Burn them if you must. But don't tell him.
All right. But put them in the stove. Go on. Go on.
All over.
Next morning, I answered Linton's letter with one of my own. Master Heathcliff is requested to send no more notes to Miss Linton. Summer drew to an end. My master caught a cold that settled on his lungs. When Miss Catherine and I walked in the park, there was no running. Often I saw her wipe away a tear.
Do you want to race?
No.
Your father will get better. You just mustn't do anything to upset him.
How could I? I love him better than myself.
We had come to the far wall at the end of the park, where a locked door led out to the road. Above, a wild rose tree was hung with bright red rose hips.
Don't you wish you could pick one?
Well, climb up. Go on.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Put one foot on that brick. And another there. See? You can do it. You can climb. Oh. There, you've done it.
Look at me, Nelly. I climbed the wall. Oh, my hat. Oh, it's fallen down to the road. Try the door, Nelly.
Oh, it's locked.
I'll climb down the other side.
You be careful, miss. Don't you fall.
I've got it!
What's funny, miss?
I can't climb back. Too slippery. Try the door again.
I am. Oh, still won't budge. Wait there. I'll run to the house for the keys.
Open it. Quick, Nelly, he's coming.
Who's coming?
Let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
Miss Linton, I seem to have you trapped.
I'm not speaking to you, Mr. Heathcliff.
Why have you stopped writing to me son? As true as I live, he's dying for you. He gets worse daily.
Heathcliff, how can you lie to the poor child? Miss Catherine, I shall break this lock with a stone.
I was not aware that we had eavesdroppers. Worthy Nelly Dean, I like you, but I do not like your double dealing.
It won't budge.
You don't believe me, Miss Linton? Go to Wuthering Heights and see for yourself. I shall be away all week.
That's enough, Mr. Heathcliff. Miss Catherine, come with me. Through the door, come on. And don't believe a word he says. There. I shall secure this door with a rock.
You're killing him, Miss Linton.
All evening she brooded on what Heathcliff had said. Not even the dogs could distract her.
Do you think it's true?
No.
I think it's true. He might be dying.
He isn't dying.
I shall never be at ease until I know.
The next day beheld us back on the road to Wuthering Heights.
Linton? Is that you, Miss Catherine? Oh, there you are. No, don't kiss me. It takes my breath. Oh. And do the fire, will you? I keep calling for coal.
I'll sort this fire.
Well, you glad to see me? My father said you despised me. No, next to Pappy and Nelly, I love you more than anyone. My father said you'd love me better if you were my wife. I cannot be your wife.
You most certainly cannot.
Your mother loved my father. She did not. She hated your father. She did not. What's happening?
It's nothing, it's a fit.
Oh my
It will soon pass. Lift his head, that's all right.
Oh gosh, what did I do, Nelly? What did I do?
You did nothing. Look there. There, he's breathing better now.
Yes.
He'll be calmer once we're gone.
Oh gosh. Leave me. It's just for a day, Linton. I'll come back tomorrow. Not for a minute.
Look, Mrs. wasted too much time on you already. Now let go of her frock and set her free.
Come tomorrow. Please come tomorrow, Catherine.
I thought him the worst-tempered slip that ever struggled its way to his teens. But at least Catherine had seen his true colours. Their little romance would be over now.
I shall go back tomorrow, Nelly. You can't stop me.
I can, miss. I'll have the lock on that door mended.
The Grange is not a prison, and you are not my jailer. Lock as many doors as you like. You have taught me to climb walls.
Let me in. I'll come home. You know you mean no good.
Killing him, Miss Linton.
Lock as many doors as you like. You have taught me to climb walls. Let me in. Let me in. I'll come home.
Catherine had discovered that her cousin Linton lived at Wuthering Heights. Determined as my master was to keep them apart, Heathcliff was determined to bring them together. And now my master was too sick to leave his room. Well, Heathcliff would have to lock me in a tower if he thought he could get me out of the way. Sitting such a long time in wet clothes at the Heights had done mischief. The next morning, I was too unwell to rise. And the following weeks were the same.
Poor Nelly. Poor old thing.
My little mistress behaved like an angel. The moment she left my master's room, she was at my bedside. It was only the evening that was her own. And though as time went by, I noticed a fresh colour in her cheeks when she looked in to say good-night, I assumed she'd been sitting by the fire and thought no more of it. Finally, I was well enough to leave my chamber. That night I sat up with Catherine and asked her to read to me.
Are you not tired?
Oh, no, dear.
I'm too tired to read.
Oh, get over then and talk.
I have a headache. Good night, dear Nelly.
The following night was the same. The third night, she was gone before the clock struck 7. I went up to ask if she was sick. No Catherine could I find upstairs, and none below either. Not one of the servants had seen her. I returned to her room and seated myself at the window. The moon shone bright, and a sprinkling of snow covered the ground. I saw a figure creep along the inner wall of the park, but it was not my young mistress. It was one of the grooms. A while later, he reappeared, leading Miss Catherine on her pony. She stole in through the drawing-room window and crept upstairs.
Miss Catherine.
What are you doing?
I should ask the same of you. Where have you been riding?
To the end of the park?
Where else?
Nowhere.
Oh, Catherine, you know you've been doing wrong or you wouldn't lie.
Just promise not to be angry and I'll tell you.
She had been seeing Linton every night. She would be at the Heights by 6:30, and she would stay 2 hours. To begin with, it felt wrong to make the journey. After a week, it felt wrong to refrain. Sometimes she played games with her cousin.
Catch!
What?
Catch!
Often they quarrelled.
What's your idea of heaven?
Lying on the grass?
Lying on the grass.
Why? What's yours?
Climbing a tree with the wind blowing and birds pouring out music on every side and the whole world awake and wild with joy. Your heaven would be half alive.
I could not breathe in yours.
Once she met Hareton. He took her pony to the stable and then asked if he could show her something.
Look, above the door, it says Earnshaw.
I know that.
It says my name. I can read it, Miss Catherine.
You are grown clever.
I'm learning. I could show you the hills, Miss Catherine. We could find treasure.
I'm not here to see you. I'm here to see Linton. I'm going to read to him.
Go in and find him, then. Whether you damn booked. What do I care?
But she had just settled down to read to Linton when Hareton stormed in after them. He seized Linton by the arm and swung him off the seat. When Catherine dropped her book, he kicked that too.
I won't be kept out! Be gone with you both! Out! Out!
Then he threw them both from the room and locked the door. Joseph laughed and laughed.
Aye, he's a grand lad. He's getting the right spirit in him.
Let me in! I'll kill you!
Oh, there. That's the father. We've all got someone to the other side in us.
Catherine told me all this and begged me to keep it to myself.
You'll not tell? Oh, you wouldn't be so heartless. Just think it over, Nelly.
I thought it over, aloud. In my master's presence, I walked straight from her room to his and told him everything. He fetched Catherine.
The secret visits are to end.
Yes, Pappy.
In vain did she weep. In vain did she ask for pity. A week later, Master Edgar sent for me.
Linton writes every day. He begs to see Catherine. He says he is well. He says he loves her. Tell me honestly now, has he changed?
He's delicate, sir, and scarcely likely to reach manhood. But this I can say, he does not resemble his father. If Miss Catherine had the misfortune to marry him, he would not be beyond her control.
If she marries Linton and he dies, I fear Heathcliff will do everything he can to dispossess her of her property.
There is time, sir. There's no rush for them to marry.
I've prayed so long for death, and now I fear it. I've been very happy with my little Catherine. What can I do for her? How must I leave her? Linton will inherit the Grange when I die, so if she marries him, she will keep her home. But does he love her? Or is he simply a tool for his father? I cannot abandon her to that man, Nell. I would rather she was in the earth beside me.
Spring advanced. My master gathered no real strength. His chamber became Catherine's whole world, and she grew pale and thin. Meanwhile, Linton's letters continued to arrive, asking his uncle for kindness, though to my mind there was nothing of Linton in them, and more of Heathcliff. Summer was already past its prime, when my master finally agreed to let them meet under my guardianship and on the moors nearest to the Grange. We set out to join her cousin, but the distance from the Grange grew longer. And when we found Linton, he was scarcely a quarter of a mile from the heights. How pale he looked, how tired. He barely noticed us.
Linton?
Hmm?
Are you sick?
No, I'm better. Tell my uncle I'm much better.
You're not fit for a ramble. You should be in bed.
Why do you keep looking back at the heights?
No reason?
So, where shall we walk?
Shall we just sit?
Linton had aged, but he seemed to me no less snivelling and puny. And for once, Catherine seemed as frustrated as I.
Why can't you just say you don't want to see me? You brought me all this way for nothing. My father is very ill. Come on, Nelly. We're going home.
For heaven's sake, Catherine, stay where you are.
Linton, let go of my dress.
My life is in your hands. You said you love me. Consent and he will let me die with you.
Consent to what?
I dare not say. Oh no, there he is.
Get up! Don't grovel on the ground.
I'm trying, Father.
Damn you, get up.
Help me, Catherine. I've been cheerful, haven't I? I haven't complained. Just help me as far as the house.
Linton, dear, I can't. My father has forbidden it.
Please, I just need to sit by the fire, that's all.
However, I disapproved. I couldn't hinder her. We continued on to the heights.
Heathcliff, why have you locked the door?
I'm all by myself. Hareton's in the fields, and I've sent Joseph and Zilla away. Miss Linton, sit beside your cousin. I give you what I have. The present is hardly worth accepting, but there, it's all I have.
Give me that key. I wouldn't eat or drink here if I was starving.
Catherine Linton, stand off, or I shall knock you down.
I'm not afraid of you. Give me the key.
You villain! You villain!
Nelly Dean, why are you always in my way?
The scene was over in 2 minutes. Catherine, poor child, trembled like a weed, while I staggered back, ready to burst.
I've been taught how to manage children. I shall be your father tomorrow, Catherine, and all the father you'll ever have.
Linton, tell us what your diabolical father is after.
He wants us to be married. He knows my uncle won't allow it, and he's afraid I'll die if we wait. We are to be married in the morning, and you are to stay here all night.
No, Mr. Heathcliff, let me go. I promised to marry Linton. There's no need to force me. But my father will be miserable.
Let him dare to force you. There's law in the land, even in this out-of-the-way place.
Miss Linton, I shall enjoy myself considerably thinking of your father's misery. I shall not sleep for satisfaction.
Then send Nelly to let him know I'm safe.
Catherine, his happiest days were over the night you were born. Weep away. As far as I can see, it will be your chief diversion. Linton can play the tyrant as well as anyone.
I'm going to kneel at your knee. I'll not get up until you look at me. No, don't turn away. I'm talking. Have you never loved anyone in your life? Never.
Keep your fingers off me. Move and I'll kick you. I'd rather be hugged by a snake.
He shook, as if his flesh crept with aversion. What he would have done next, I cannot say. But we heard voices outside, and he hurried away.
Maybe it's Hareton.
Would he help us?
Maybe.
It was 3 servants sent to seek you from the Grange. I told them you were not here. They've gone.
At hearing the chance we had missed, we both gave vent to our grief. Shortly afterwards, he sent us upstairs, and yet another door was locked. We neither of us slept. Catherine took her station by the window and watched anxiously for morning. I sat in a chair and rocked to and fro, passing harsh judgment on my many derelictions of duty, from which it struck me then all the misfortunes of my employers had sprung. I believed even Heathcliff less guilty than I. We stayed like that all night. As the sun rose, he came to the door.
Miss Linton.
Here I am.
Oh, Heathcliff, for the love of God, let us go.
Catherine, come with me. You're staying put, Nelly Dean.
Heathcliff! Let me out! Let me out!
I was there another 2 or 3 hours.
Heathcliff?
I've brought you something to eat.
Hareton. Give me the key. There's a good lad.
He said not to listen to you.
Where has he taken Catherine?
Eat your food.
I was your nurse, Hareton. Do you not remember?
Don't!
Is there not one spark of kindness in you?
I can't.
5 nights and 4 days I remained, hearing no word from Catherine, and seeing no one but Hareton. The child I once nursed was now my jailer. Heathcliff had tricked me and my mistress into entering Wuthering Heights and then barricaded us inside. Now he had taken her I knew not where and left Hareton as my jailer.
Zilla, is that you? Word is all over Gimmerton that you and the miss were lost in the marshes. Did Master save you, Nelly?
He most certainly did not. Where's my mistress?
Is she here too?
Wait till I get my hands on Heathcliff.
Downstairs, the front door was wide open, but there was no sign of anyone. A cough drew my attention to the hearth, and there I found Linton, sucking on a stick of sugar candy. He looked white and half asleep.
Oh, hello, Nell.
Where is my mistress, you little squit?
She's my wife now.
I could not bear it. I could not bear that this sniffling weakling now had my girl as his bride. I grabbed his ear and squeezed.
Ow!
Take me to her.
Father says I'm not allowed. She's my wife and I may treat her as badly as I please.
Oh, let go. Have you forgotten all her kindness? Well, where's Heathcliff?
Outside with Dr. Kenneth. He says my uncle is dying. One day I should be master of the Grange.
Ow, what was that for? Because I dislike you so much.
Well, I'll never tell you where she is now. She can cry as much as she likes. I won't take you to her.
Well, I don't need your help. I shall get it from the Grange.
How changed I found my master, even in those 5 days we'd been away. He lay an image of sadness and resignation, awaiting death. I touched his hand. Do you hear me, master? Miss Catherine is alive and well, and happily married to Linton. He loves her, and she loves him. You have nothing to fear. She's safe. Meanwhile, I sent 4 men with weapons up to the heights. The servants returned unaccompanied. Heathcliff had refused entry to the farm, but overhearing them, Catherine had found an open window and stolen out.
Is my father alive?
Yes, my angel. Oh, God be thanked you're safe.
Where is he? Upstairs?
No, wait, chick. Let me wipe your face. And pull a bit of colour into those poor cheeks. No need to upset your father.
He died peacefully that night, with Miss Catherine at his side. The Grange belonged to Heathcliff now, and the next day he came to claim it.
I have not been in this room since the day I returned. Catherine, I'm come to fetch you home.
This is her home.
I've found new tenants for the Grange. Besides, I want my children about me.
Mr. Heathcliff, you have nobody to love you. And however miserable you make me, I shall have the revenge of knowing that your cruelty arises from your greater misery. Nobody loves you. Nobody cries for you. You are as lonely as the devil.
Begone, witch. Get your things. I'll tell you what I did yesterday, Nelly. I got the sexton who was digging Edgar Linton's grave to remove the earth from Cathy's coffin lid, and I opened it. Still her face. I struck one side of the coffin loose. I bribed the sexton that when I'm buried there, he'll do the same with mine. We shall be together in the end.
Were you not ashamed to disturb the dead?
She disturbs me, day and night.
Oh, Heathcliff, let me come to Wuthering Heights. Let me be your servant.
I do not want you prying, Nelly Dean.
The first thing Catherine did on arriving at Wuthering Heights was to shut herself in Linton's room. Linton was very ill. The next morning she asked for Dr. Kenneth, but Heathcliff would not send for him and forbade anyone to help her, and so she tended Linton by herself. She had precious little rest.
Linton is dead.
Now, Catherine, how do you feel?
I feel only death. I feel like death.
She stayed upstairs another fortnight. When she finally came down, she was chill as an icicle and haughty as a princess. Hareton and Zillah were the only ones at home.
Do you want to sit with us, missus?
No,
You must be frozen.
not come down to talk.
Is it good? Your book?
Maybe you would like to read to us. Ayrton would take it kindly.
When I would have given my life for one kind word, you all kept away. Does he think I want his friendship now?
As she read, Hareton watched, and perhaps not quite awake to what he did, but attracted like a child to a candle, he put out his hand and stroked one of her curls.
Oh, get away! How dare you touch me?
But the frost had set in, and despite her pride, if Heathcliff was out, she was forced to come down for the fire.
That's a pigeon's.
What?
This feather. That's her lap wings. You can have them if you like.
What do I want with stupid feathers?
Oh, go to hell!
Catherine grew irritable. She had no friend at the Heights, and she would snap at the master himself. He burnt her books. He kept her inside. The more hurt she got, the more venomous she grew. It was too much for Zillah. She left.
Nelly Dean.
Hello, Mr. Heathcliff. I hear you're in need of a housekeeper.
Catherine had altered much since our separation, and Heathcliff was even more of a recluse. He told me he was tired of seeing Catherine, and that I must keep her away. There were days he could not even bear the sight of Hareton. And so it was that they often found themselves together with me in the kitchen.
How
How can he just sit there, a great lump?
Go to the devil and let me be.
You should be friends with your cousin.
How can we be friends when she hates me?
It's you who hates me. You hate me as much as Heathcliff does.
You're a damn liar, Catherine. I've made him angry taking your part.
I did not know that, Hareton.
Give over.
Please, Hareton, be my friend.
The intimacy, thus commenced, grew rapidly. Spring came. Catherine persuaded Hareton to clear a bed of gooseberry bushes and make a garden. I begged her not to mention it at dinner and not to draw attention to their friendship either.
That's it. I'll have my wages and go. I'd aim to die where I've served for 60 years, but now she's taken my garden. I cannot stand it, master. You bend to the yoke if you will. I'd rather break stones.
What now, idiot? What's Nelly done?
It's not Nelly. It's that fearful hussy that's bewitched our lad. He's dug up my garden.
He's done what?
I asked him to do it.
And who gave you leave to touch a stick about the place? Who ordered you to obey her?
You shouldn't grudge a few yards of earth when you've taken all my land.
Your land, you insolent slut.
Catherine. You must not speak to him like that.
And Hareton's land and money too. His name's above the door.
Silence! I'll kill you!
If you strike me, Hareton will strike you back.
You dare to try and raise the lad against me?
Heathcliff.
Don't touch her!
Heathcliff's black eyes flashed. He seemed ready to tear Catherine into pieces, when of a sudden he gazed intently at her face and let her go.
Your love will make him an outcast and a beggar.
My love will bring him home.
There was nothing Heathcliff could do. Hareton and Catherine were thick.
What's this word?
Contrary.
Contrary, you dunce. Read on.
Heathcliff no longer joined us for meals. I heard him go out at night, and he did not return till dawn.
Drink that coffee while it's hot, Master Heathcliff.
Turn round. Tell me, are we by ourselves?
Of course.
Do you not hear?
What's
He was staring at something that seemed to move in front of the wall. Whatever it was, it brought him both pleasure and pain.
Will you never stop?
Sir?
She's everywhere. I cannot look at the floor, but I see her face. She is in every cloud, every tree. She fills the air at night. She is on my pillow. The whole world is nothing but a reminder that I have lost her. But a change is coming.
Sir, you've not had a Bible in your hand since you were a lad. Shall I call the parson?
I want only one thing. I've wanted it so long, and it is coming now. I feel it.
When I next saw him, it was mid-afternoon, and he had such a wild look. Catherine hid behind me.
Come, Chuck. I'll not hurt you. To you, I have made myself worse than the devil. Well, there is one who won't shrink from my company. By God, she is relentless.
Through the whole night and into the morning, we heard him groaning and murmuring in his chamber. The following morning, as I took my walk, I noticed his window wide open and the rain going in. I found keys and tried the door. His eyes met mine, keen and fierce. The window, flapping to and fro, had grazed one hand that rested on the sill, but no blood trickled from the broken skin. When I put my fingers there, I felt no pulse. He seemed to smile.
Let me in. Let me in. And come home.
Hareton, the most wronged, was the only one who grieved. He wept with that sorrow which springs from a generous heart, though it be tough as tempered steel. We buried Heathcliff as he had wished, the other side of Cathy's grave. Hareton and I were the only mourners. But there are those who say he walks, who speak of meeting Heathcliff and a woman, and how they dare not pass. I will be glad when Hareton and Catherine move to the Grange, and I with them. The crown of all my wishes shall be their wedding day. They are afraid of nothing. Where did he come from? That little dark thing, sheltered by a good man and bringing such trouble. I watched the moths fluttering among the heath and the harebells. I listened to the soft wind breathing through the grass. And I wonder how anyone could ever imagine unquiet slumbers for the sleepers in that quiet earth.
In Wuthering Heights by Emily Brontë, Heathcliff was played by Ben Batt, Cathy by Chloe Pirrie, Nelly by Emma Fielding, Edgar and the adult Linton by Ryan Whittle, and Isabella by Kerry Goodison. Hindley was played by Luke Bailey, Hareton by Tom Glyn Carney, Joseph by Philip Bretherson, and Zyla by Georgie Glenn. Young Catherine was Rosie Bohr, Catherine by Bryony Hanna, the young Linton by Charlie Brand, and the older Linton by Oliver Zetterstrom. Wuthering Heights was adapted by Rachel Joyce and produced and directed by Tracy Neal.